Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. My name is Negar and today I'll be introducing you to SSH, a crucial tool in the world of computing. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a solid understanding of what SSH is, how it works, and why it's important. I'll also walk you through a step-by-step guide on how to create your private and public keys on a Linux, so you can start using SSH securely. Before we dive deeper into SSH, let me introduce you to Create AI Cloud. Create AI Cloud, also known as ISEC, is a local not-for-profit cloud provider serving industries across Canada. It offers a secure environment featuring virtual machines equipped with CPU, GPU, and storage options, all affordably priced, to facilitate the development of pilots, proof of concepts, and minimum viable products for various data and AI or ML projects. For more details, take a look at the table on the right. Now let's talk about Create AI Cloud's infrastructure. We have two locations in Edmonton, providing disaster recovery contingency, which is great for keeping data safe. The main types of GPUs available include V100, A100, L40S, and H100, catering to different project requirements. Current availability shows 56% for V100, 38% for A100, 93% for L40S, and 100% availability for H100. So you've got plenty of options. Plus, Create AI Cloud is proud to run on 100% open source software, ensuring affordability and independence. Alright, that covers our quick introduction to Create AI Cloud. Now let's move on to our main topic, SSH. What is SSH? SSH or Secure Shell is like a stronger, safer way to log into a server compared to using a password. While passwords can be easy to steal, SSH uses special keys and encryption, making your connection secure and private. Now let's dive a bit deeper into how SSH works and the role of these keys in securing your connection. When using SSH, there are two keys involved, a private key and a public key. The private key is kept secret on your machine and the public key is shared openly. Imagine you're at your laptop. Your private key stays here. It's like your personal signature and you must keep it secure. So keep it secure and don't let anyone else access it. Now here is the server. The public key is placed on it. It's okay to share the public key, but without the private key, it can't do much on its own. When you try to connect to the server takes your public key, encrypts a random string, and sends it back to your laptop. Your laptop uses the private key to decrypt the string and proves it holds the matching key. Once that's verified, the server lets you in. No password needed, and it's much more secure. Alright, now that we understand what SSH is and how it works, let's go ahead and create an SSH key pair. This process will generate both a private key and a public key, which will enable us to connect to servers securely. But before we jump in, it's essential to double check a few things to avoid any potential issues. If you already have SSH keys, generating new ones could overwrite them, specifically if they are saved in a default location. Losing an active key could be a hassle, so let's prevent that. To avoid this, you have two options. You can reuse your existing public key or save the new keys in a different location. Just be mindful not to overwrite any keys you still need. Also, a quick heads up, SSH keys are stored in a hidden folder called .ssh. You won't see this folder unless you know how to reveal hidden files on your system. For Linux users, in most file managers, press Ctrl-H together and hidden folders will appear. make sure you can access these folders so that we can keep track of where the keys are saved. Alright, now that everything is set up, let's move on to actually generating our SSH key pair on Linux. First, I will show you how to check if an SSH key already exists, so we don't accidentally overwrite it. First, I will open a terminal. You can usually find it by searching terminal in your application menu or by using the shortcut Ctrl-Alt-T. Let's check if any keys already exist to avoid overriding them. In terminal, I will type and then press enter. This command lists the files in the .sh directory. If you see any files ending in .pub, as you can see here, it means there is already an SSH key. Alternatively, you can navigate to your home folder using File Manager, and here is your home folder. Then press Ctrl-H to reveal hidden files and folders. Look for a folder named .sh to see if any keys are already there. As you can see, I already have keys in my .sh folder. To avoid overwriting them, I will show you how to specify a different path. Now let's go ahead and generate a new key. Open the terminal and then type SSH-keygen and then press enter. This command starts the process of generating a new SSH key pair. Terminal now prompts me to choose a location to save the keys. Since I already have a key saved as ID_RSA, I will specify a different file name to avoid overwriting it. I will type a unique name, such as test now, and then press enter. And if you don't have an existing key or you're fine with the default location, simply press enter to save it as ID_RSA as it was before. Next, terminal asks if I want to set a passphrase for added security. If I set a passphrase, I will need to enter it each time I use the key to SSH into different machines. To skip setting a passphrase, I will leave it empty and press enter. Terminal will then ask me to confirm the passphrase by typing it again. After running the command, terminal will output several lines of information, including a key fingerprint. As you can see, it's this line, and a random art image, as you can see here, that represent your unique key. However, the actual key itself is not displayed. It is securely stored in the .sh folder we specified during the setup. As you can see, we've just created two SSH keys, the private key and the public key. The private key remains secure on your system, while the public key can be shared with others for authentication purposes. Now that we've successfully created our SSH key pair, let's review these steps one more time to make sure everything is clear. First, open your terminal, type in SSH keygen and press enter. You'll be prompted to choose a location to save your keys. Either stick with the default by pressing enter or specify a different folder. Finally, you can set up an optional passphrase for added security or simply press enter to skip this step. Great! Now that you've generated an SSH key pair, it's time to locate your public key. You can find it in the .ssh folder under the name id_rsa.pub or similar depending on your setup. This .pub file is the one you will share with others to give them access, while the private key stays secure on your machine. To connect with Create AI Cloud, send your public key at support@isaac.ca. Make sure to include your name and email address in the message so we know who it's from. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial on SSH and Create AI Cloud. I hope you now feel confident in using SSH securely and understand how Create AI Cloud can support your projects. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can visit our website at isaac.ca or email us at support@isaac.ca. And don't forget to connect with us on LinkedIn and X at Powered by Isaac for more updates and resources. Thanks again for tuning in and happy coding.